Beneath the glow of the floodlights, where football so often tells its most compelling truths, Chelsea arrived with purpose in their stride and questions in their wake. A club of grand history, a badge heavy with expectation, and yet a team still searching for its reflection in the mirror of this season. And as the night unfolded, so did a familiar story. From the very first whistle, there was an unease about Chelsea, subtle at first, but growing with every passing moment. Passes lacked conviction, touches lacked clarity, and the rhythm of the game began to slip through their fingers like sand. Brighton, by contrast, moved with purpose, each pass a sentence, each movement a message, attacked with intent, and most importantly, believed. And belief, in football, is often the difference between control and chaos. The breakthrough, when it came, felt less like a surprise and more like an inevitability. A defensive line stretched too thin, a moment's hesitation, and suddenly, Chelsea were behind. Heads turned, eyes searched, but answers did not come. In the heart of the pitch, where games are so often won and lost, Chelsea were overrun. The midfield, once a place of authority, now resembled open train spaces, appearing, disappearing, and reappearing again. There was no anchor, no conductor, no one to slow the tempo or quicken the pulse, and so the game drifted away from Chelsea and into the careful, confident control of their opponents. It became less a contest and more a lesson. The second half demanded a response, a spark, a shift in energy, but what came instead was more of the same. Chelsea probed, but without penetration. They moved forward, but without menace. And then, the second blow, swift, decisive, and utterly deflating, a goal that didn't just extend the lead, but seemed to extinguish whatever belief remained. From that moment on, the night belonged entirely to Brighton. There were glimpses, fleeting, fragile glimpses of quality, a run here, a pass there, a moment that hinted at what could be. But football is not built on moments alone. It is built on consistency, cohesion, connection, and tonight, Chelsea had none of those in sufficient measure. No leader rose above the struggle, no figure to gather the pieces and rebuild. Even briefly, just individuals, searching in isolation. And so we arrive at a broader, more uncomfortable truth. This is no longer a bad night, nor a passing phase. This is a pattern, a rhythm of disappointment that grows louder with each passing game. A team, once defined by resilience, now wrestling with uncertainty. A club once feared across Europe, now fighting to rediscover its voice. Default text. When the final whistle sounded, there were no protests, no outrage, just acceptance. An acceptance that, on this night, they were second best in every sense. Chelsea leave the stage not just defeated, but diminished. And as the lights dim and the echoes fade into the night, one question lingers softly, stubbornly, and unanswered. What has become of Chelsea, and how do they find their way back?